I was an Air Force brat. I grew up a little bit, every 3 years I moved. And I lived in England for a while. I actually don't remember, but my dad was stationed in Istanbul, Turkey. My dad actually had a sister that was born in Tripoli, North Africa. They didn't have a hospital at the base we were at, so they had to fly her down there, and she was born in Africa. So I lived in England when I was in elementary school, and then we moved. I lived in Myrtle Beach for 3 years, Warner Robins, Georgia for a few years, and then my dad passed away when I was 15 years old, and my mom remarried, and we settled in Orange Park, Florida. They did, and so I lived there for a few years in high school, and then Mobile, Alabama, and then Shawnee, Oklahoma, and then the Citadel. I mostly was involved in track and field. I was a bench warmer on the basketball team in high school, but that's kind of where I started, got my track and field going when I got cut from the basketball team. The first athlete I remember really liking was Bob Hayes because he was an Olympic champion. I got interested in track, like I mentioned before. I was cut from the basketball team, and I had two friends that actually made the basketball team, and figured they were going to let her, and I wanted to let her, so I went out for track. And as it turns out, I lettered and neither one of them did. I would say that, I guess I call it a vacation. It was a working vacation, but for 3 years in a row, I got to go to Europe with a group of kids that had just graduated high school, and they participated in some track meets in Europe, one in Spain and one in Paris. And so for 3 years, we got to travel by bullet train and stuff between Barcelona and Paris and Lausanne, Switzerland. That was amazing. I would like to go to Canada. Never been there. The photos I've seen, it is beautiful up there. Just all the greenery, the mountains, the culture's different. I mean, it's mostly French, and I would like to. I'd like to take there's a train that goes across country, across Canada. I would like to take that train. I think my favorite place is a little park called Sunrise Park. It's on James Island, but it overlooks the harbor. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think I went to junior college out of high school, and I think he saw something maybe in me at the time that I didn't, and he gave me a lot of responsibilities. I had a student work-study job that I worked for him, and like I said, he gave me a lot of responsibilities and kind of planted that seed of wanting to be around track and field and work and be able to work with the kids on the team at the time, which were my teammates. And I think he did that, and I didn't know he was doing it. For me at the time, I was coaching at a private Baptist college in Oklahoma, and the opportunity to coach at Division I was my goal at the time, and so I was fortunate enough to get a call and then get the job. And what I enjoy the most is the young men and women that are here are dependable and hard workers, particularly the kids that we have on our team. Go above and beyond. They not only work out and do the things that we ask them to, they volunteer for community service activities, and we're always helping run a race off or parking detail or doing something on campus, and the kids on the team always respond to that, and so I like that. Their willingness, the family atmosphere that is at the Citadel is a big draw for me. I would have to say being able to accompany Capers Williamson to the U.S. Olympic trials last summer was so far the biggest. Now, if it goes to the Olympics, I guess that'll be a little bigger, but it'll be fun. The fact that it's a small community, and over the years, I meet a lot of people, and so I know a lot of people on campus, and it's very nice to walk around and be able to say hi to everybody that you know. that are walking to the canteen or to the library or here or there, and just seeing so many people on campus that you know and that know you. Very fun. The best part about coaching is being able to work with the athletes. Again, they're hard workers, they're dedicated, and they want to be successful, and that to me is a pleasure to work with someone who wants to be better.